When we started doing the Food and Wine Show, we really didn't think about profits. We just thought about having a great party and celebrating with our customers, and bringing in great chefs and great winemakers and people that own wineries, and just having a great evening of fun and getting to know each other and enjoying ourselves. It's truly a celebration of food and wine.
The Food and Wine Show I'd like to describe as like a bacchanalia of a feast, celebrating everything that we do here as a company, and it's just a great way to bring in the holidays. I'm Chef Carrie. I'm the culinary director for Dorothy Lane Market.
This is a showcase event that our chefs can present great dishes along with an array of amazing, fantastic wines throughout the world, and customers can try what they wish, and it's a wonderful celebratory evening. My name is Todd Templin. I'm the VP of Beer, Wine, and Specialty Cheese at Dorothy Lane Market.
What do I personally love about the Food and Wine Show? I can sum it up in one word: fun. It's a lot of fun.
People are always amazed that they see these special dishes that our culinary team creates for the show, and they're always wondering, well, where did you get this, or how do I recreate this? And every one of the dishes are items that come from the store. And that's really special.
The Food and Wine Show enables everybody to kind of come together and pitch in. So although I do have some cooks and some deli folks, I also have people who work on the front end that just get excited about this huge party that we're having. So it's kind of neat to coordinate all sorts of folks that maybe I don't even know, or they don't know each other, and we come together more as a company instead of just individual stores.
The first show was 1998. I had spent some time that previous year in France, and I found that the food and wine experience was just so amazing. It was my first trip abroad, and I was sitting at lunch that summer with a colleague. We were talking about how it would be great to bring some of the great foods that we do and a chef experience to a wine event. So we happened to have the first event at a local restaurant here in town, and we weren't quite sure how it was going to go.
Had maybe 50, 60 people come to it. And then it wasn't a revolution, but rather an evolution of how it got to be where it is today.
And it was a really wonderful success. The following year, for the 1999 Food and Wine Show, I thought, what better food venue than Dorothy Lane Market? Our chefs do as good a job, if not better, than any culinary team in a restaurant. So we brought the event into the Washington Square store in Centerville for the 1999 show. And then when we opened up our Springboro store, the space is just so amazing. It lends itself well to a large event. So we've moved the show to Springboro since that time.
And we just kept making it bigger and bigger and bringing in more folks.
It takes up our entire store, all of the selling space on the main floor, as well as the mezzanine.
We really saw it was a great event, and it's about that word I love: fun.
I've been working with the Food and Wine Show for about 13, maybe 14 years now, and it has come a long way. I actually looked over a couple of our old menus where we had a variety of cheese spreads and a carving station in the beginning. Now we have just hors d'oeuvres alone, about 10,000 or so hors d'oeuvres coming out of the kitchen, and that's not including the 13 or 14 stations that we highlight. It's a neat exchange, I think, between our associates, our vendors, and the customers.
Why is it important to bring all these people together, this community of people that love food? Well, first of all, some of the chefs are local celebrities. They get to meet and talk to their customers from their restaurants. We get to meet and talk to our folks, and we bring in great winemakers from France and Italy and Argentina, sometimes South Africa, certainly California. And you get to meet the people that planted the grapes and had the menus to mix these grapes and make these great wines.
We select wines and beers throughout the world that we think are going to give the customers a great option of some old favorites and amazing new findings throughout the world.
I get to figure out what we're going to do and use our different items in a way that says holiday, it says special. and show our customers and be able to actually have a captive audience to taste some of the new stuff that we're creating, as well as some of our kind of classic standards that we like to highlight for the holiday season.
There's 18 wine tables, over 130 different wines, a couple of different beer tables, food in every corner of the building. So I would just recommend them, they check in, get their glass, take off in whatever direction they wish, and keep an open mind. Get out of their box, try something different. They're gonna be wild. There's a jazz band playing. It's just a fun evening to relax and try different foods and wine.
Besides your friends and neighbors, you get to see kind of the best of what we have to offer.
People are going to see 500 people enjoying themselves and having fun.
It's important to bring the community together. I think our customers look forward to this every year. A lot of them know the dates by heart because they always know it's the first Thursday in November. And it's kind of a way to see their friends and family. Everybody's in a festive mood. It's kind of the kickoff to the holiday season.
We think of everybody here at Dorothy Lane Market as a family. It's our DLM family. It's associates, owners, our customers. It's all this integral part of food and wine culture in our area.
They get to see the creativity of our chefs and how they make things happen. It's really food that's served there that's not going to be in your everyday palate.
We sell a ton of beautiful charcuterie here, so salamis, prosciutto, parma, our artisan breads, cornichons, mustards, pâtés, obviously a classic pairing for all of that fabulous wine we're serving. But we also have beautiful prime rib, and this year we're highlighting our brined turkeys. So we have lots of carving stations, lots of kind of meat or protein heavy items, but the fun kind that comes out of the kitchen, where I get to take specialty jams, ingredients, olive oils, things like that, and create about 15 to 18 individual hors d'oeuvres coming out of the kitchen, highlighting those products. So I have a staff. We have probably 10 to 15 of our cooks, our deli workers, our pizza folks come and kind of pitch in, and we work together. We go through about 10,000 individual hors d'oeuvres in a very short period of time.
From the wine perspective, there's wine, as I said, 18 tables, and white wine, sparkling wines, still reds, from throughout the world. We represent every major growing region in the world.
I think we're kind of in a unique little niche here because the wine that's available is incredibly broad. So if you're interested in wine, it's a great place to learn. But the neat thing, I think, is the actual pairing of all these different foods along with the wine. So it really is a neat way to experience kind of the best of food and wine together in one night.
The winemakers are there and they love it. They're saying my work is appreciated by 500 people. Not 500 people in San Francisco or New York or Chicago, but in Dayton, Ohio, Middle America. People love what they do. I'm very appreciative that I'm a participant with the people that make it happen. I'm really grateful for them. And I'm grateful for our wonderful customers who come in and support what these fine folks do.
It's just an amazing cooperation of teamwork and love of food and wine and giving this great experience to our customers. We hear all this, wow, did you taste this? Or come over here and taste that. And it's really fun. It makes it worth it.
You're going to get food that is like a 5-star restaurant. You're going to enjoy some great wines. You're going to be with 500 people inside a grocery store. It's truly a celebration of food.